Could fruit be quietly harming your health after 65? It sounds impossible, doesn't it? After all, fruit is supposed to be one of the healthiest things we can eat. Natural, sweet, full of vitamins. But here's something most doctors don't tell you. As we age, our bodies change in powerful and sometimes silent ways. What once nourished us might now be working against us. Some fruits can spike your blood sugar, strain your kidneys, and even block medications from working. You may feel it as fatigue, dizziness, joint pain, or not feel it at all, until one day, your labs or your memory tell a different story. So let me ask you, what if the fruit you thought was helping was actually slowing you down? Today, we'll uncover 3 popular fruits that older adults should avoid, and 3 you should absolutely embrace. Because at this stage in life, every bite matters more than ever. Hello there, I'm Dr. Kevin Peterson. I'm a board-certified geriatric physician, medical educator, and a lifelong believer in the healing power of food. For over 30 years, I've helped older adults navigate aging with strength, clarity, and grace, without unnecessary medications, side effects, or confusion, and today, I'm here to guide you through something that may surprise you, the truth about fruit after 65. By the end of this video, you'll know 3 fruits to be cautious about, especially if you're managing blood pressure, memory loss, or joint pain, and 3 fruits that can protect your heart, mind, and independence. If you care about natural ways to stay strong, alert, and independent, go ahead and subscribe now. And if you're curious whether your current fruit habits are helping or hurting, drop a 1 in the comments. If you feel unsure or overwhelmed by all the health advice out there, comment 0. We're in this together. Number 1. Grapefruit, the medication blocker. Let's start with one that may already be in your fruit bowl, grapefruit. Now, I know grapefruit was the poster child for healthy living in the 1980s and 90s. Tangy, refreshing, and often part of diet breakfasts. You might remember squeezing one for juice, or even sprinkling a little sugar on top, just like Mom used to. But here's the problem: for older adults, especially those on medications, grapefruit can be dangerous. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins. These natural chemicals interfere with an enzyme in your gut responsible for breaking down many medications. The result? Your body can absorb too much of your medicine. Or too little. Either way, it throws off your treatment plan. If you take medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, anxiety, or even allergies, grapefruit could quietly be interfering, and you might not notice until it's too late. Sudden dizziness, irregular heart rhythm, muscle pain, or extreme fatigue. This isn't about blaming the fruit, it's about knowing when your body needs something different. So if you're over 65 and taking daily medications, grapefruit is one to avoid, or at the very least, talk to your doctor about. Number 2. Watermelon, the sugar bomb in disguise. Now, this one often surprises people. Watermelon feels like summer. It's hydrating, juicy, and just plain joyful. I know many of you remember family picnics with big slices of watermelon and sticky fingers under the sun, but here's the catch: especially if you're managing blood sugar or weight, watermelon is over 90% water, yes, but the remaining part is mostly simple sugar. And it has one of the highest glycemic indexes of all fruits. That means it raises your blood sugar quickly, and then crashes it just as fast. For older adults, that spike and drop can be risky. It can leave you feeling shaky, irritable, foggy, or exhausted. And over time, those blood sugar swings can worsen insulin resistance, especially if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic. Even if you've always handled sugar just fine, remember, our insulin sensitivity tends to decline with age. What worked for your body at 40 may not serve you at 70. Now, I'm not saying you can never touch a slice of watermelon again. But portion size and timing matter. If you're going to enjoy it, pair it with protein or fiber to slow the sugar spike. Better yet, consider lower glycemic fruits we'll talk about later. Number 3. Dried fruit, a sticky trap for teeth and sugar. The third fruit to avoid is actually a category: dried fruit. Think raisins, dried cranberries, apricots, and banana chips. These are often marketed as healthy snacks, portable fruit for the road or the trail. But for seniors, they come with a few hidden dangers. First, dried fruits are extremely concentrated in sugar. Take grapes, for example. A small handful of raisins has 3 times the sugar punch of fresh grapes. That sugar is sticky, not just on your fingers, but on your teeth, fueling decay, plaque, and gum issues that become more serious as we age. Second, many commercial dried fruits are preserved with sulfites, a chemical that can cause headaches, breathing trouble, or allergic reactions in sensitive individuals, especially those with asthma or COPD. And finally, dried fruit can feel deceptively small. 1 handful becomes 2, then 3. And suddenly, your blood sugar is on a roller coaster. If you struggle with dental health, diabetes, or digestion, skip the dried fruit. Instead, reach for fresh, whole options, or as I'll show you later, certain berries that love your body back. Now, I know this might feel like bad news. These are foods you've enjoyed for years. Maybe they remind you of your childhood, your family, or your travels. Please know, this isn't about fear. It's about wisdom through experience. As we age, the same foods can affect us in different ways. And that's not a failure, it's an opportunity, because just as some fruits can silently strain your body, others can quietly restore it. Let's shift our focus now to the fruits that nourish not just your body, but your independence, your clarity, and your energy. These next 3 are what I call super protectors for adults over 65. They're anti-inflammatory, brain-supporting, and digestion-friendly. And they're easy to add to your life starting today. Let's begin with the first. Number 1. Blueberries, the brain's best friend. Blueberries might be small, but they are mighty. These little blue gems are packed with anthocyanins, which are natural plant compounds that fight oxidative stress and inflammation. But even more impressive, blueberries have been shown in multiple studies to support cognitive function, especially in older adults. They help improve memory, attention, and processing speed. One study from Tufts University found that just half a cup of blueberries a day helped older adults with mild memory issues perform better on brain tests within 12 weeks. Blueberries also help regulate blood sugar, support heart health, and improve circulation to the brain. They're low on the glycemic index, gentle on digestion, and safe for most seniors, even those managing diabetes or blood pressure. Try adding a half cup to your morning oatmeal, your yogurt, or even just on their own as a midday snack. Your brain will thank you. Number 2. Avocados, the silent healer for your heart and joints. Now I know what you might be thinking. Is avocado really a fruit? It is. Botanically speaking, avocados are classified as berries. But more importantly, they are a nutritional powerhouse for adults over 65. Unlike sweet fruits, avocados are low in sugar and high in healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats, the kind that support heart health, brain function, and smooth, mobile joints. Avocados are rich in potassium, even more than bananas, and potassium is critical for maintaining healthy blood pressure. As we age, many of us become deficient in potassium, either from diuretics or low-sodium diets, and that can lead to leg cramps, fatigue, or irregular heartbeat. Avocados also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, nutrients that support your eyes and may reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration. That's crucial for staying independent, so you can keep reading, driving, and enjoying the world around you. Now let's talk joints. If you're living with arthritis or joint stiffness, the anti-inflammatory fats in avocado may help ease the friction and support smoother movement. Some small studies suggest avocados may even slow cartilage breakdown, and because they're creamy and satisfying, they can replace less healthy fats, like margarine or processed cheese, on toast or sandwiches. Try mashing half an avocado on whole grain toast. Or slicing it into your salad. Just remember, a little goes a long way. About a quarter to a half an avocado a day is plenty for most seniors. Number 3. Prunes, gentle strength for bones and digestion. Now here's one that might surprise you. Prunes, yes, they've been the punchline of many jokes. But the truth? Prunes are one of the most underrated superfoods for older adults. Most people know prunes for their natural laxative effect, and that's a good thing. As we age, slower digestion, reduced fiber intake, and certain medications can lead to constipation. Prunes offer natural relief, without the cramping or dependency caused by many over-the-counter laxatives, but the real magic of prunes goes deeper. New research shows that eating just 5 to 6 prunes a day can help maintain bone density in postmenopausal women and older men. They're rich in boron, vitamin K, and antioxidants that protect bones from breaking down. For those at risk of osteoporosis or fractures, this is big news, and unlike many fruits, prunes don't spike blood sugar when eaten in moderation. Thanks to their fiber and sorbitol content, which slows absorption, the best part. They're easy to incorporate. Add them to oatmeal, enjoy them as a midday snack, or chop them into baked goods for natural sweetness without the crash. So if you're struggling with sluggish digestion, achy joints, or bone loss, prunes might just become your new best friend. Let's do a quick recap. There are fruits that quietly strain the body: grapefruit with its medication interference, watermelon with its blood sugar spikes, dried fruits with their sticky sugar load, and then there are fruits that support you. Blueberries for brain protection. Avocados for healthy fats and strong hearts. Prunes for gentle digestion and stronger bones. The key is not to fear food, but to choose it wisely. So how can you make this real in your day-to-day life? Here are 3 simple habits to start with. 1. Start your morning with a brain bowl. Mix half a cup of blueberries into plain yogurt or oatmeal. Add a few chopped walnuts for extra brain support. Number 2. Swap butter or mayo for avocado, on toast, in a wrap, or mashed into tuna salad. It's a creamy switch that helps your heart. Number 3. Snack smarter with prunes. Just 5 prunes in the afternoon can help keep digestion moving and bones strong. Pair with a handful of almonds for a satisfying, balanced treat. These tiny changes, repeated day after day, can add up to clearer thinking. Steadier energy. Better sleep. And fewer trips to the doctor, because remember, food isn't just fuel. It's information. Every bite is a message to your body. And to your future. Now I want to speak to your heart for a moment. You've spent a lifetime building strength, wisdom, and resilience. Your body has carried you through storms and celebrations alike. And it deserves to be cared for with the same devotion you've given others. This stage of life is not about restriction, it's about refinement, it's about knowing what truly serves you now. And letting go of what doesn't. You don't need to follow fads or fear food. You just need clear, calm, time-tested guidance that honors your experience. And that's what I'm here to offer, because you are not fragile. You are adaptable, your brain is still learning. Your muscles are still responding. Your heart is still beating with purpose. When you choose the right fruits, you're not just improving your digestion or your labs, you're protecting your ability to play with grandkids, to remember names and stories, to stay in your home a little longer, to drive safely, to sleep deeply. This is about so much more than food. It's about freedom, so the next time you pass the produce aisle or open the fridge, I want you to see more than colors and flavors. I want you to see tools. Tools for energy. Tools for independence. Tools for healing, and you get to decide, every day, which tools you'll use, if you've ever felt unsure about what to eat. Overwhelmed by all the conflicting advice. Or frustrated by a body that doesn't respond the way it used to, I want to reassure you, it's not your fault. Aging changes everything. But it also opens doors. You now have the wisdom and freedom to focus on what matters most. Not what's trendy. Not what worked 30 years ago. But what nourishes you today, your brain, your balance, your peace of mind. Think of this not as a diet, but as a conversation with your body. Every time you pick up a piece of fruit, ask, will this energize me, or will it slow me down? Will it help me move freely, or leave me feeling stiff and swollen? Will it protect my memory, or cloud it? This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. If watermelon shows up at your granddaughter's birthday party, enjoy a few bites with gratitude. But also know that the choices you make most days, those are what shape your future. And when you shift from sugary, inflammatory fruits to those rich in healing compounds, you're choosing clarity over confusion. Strength over stiffness. Vitality over fatigue. Every bite can be a step toward freedom, so how do we make these changes stick, gently and consistently? Here are a few easy shifts you can make starting this week. Fruit Review Day. Once a week, open your fridge and pantry. Ask yourself, is this fruit helping or hurting? Keep what heals. Donate or share what doesn't. Replace, don't restrict, don't just cut out dried fruit, replace it with frozen blueberries. Don't just avoid watermelon, add a few slices of apple with almond butter, create brain bowls or joint jars. A small mason jar of prunes and walnuts on your kitchen counter makes it easy to remember. A clear container of blueberries in the fridge, front and center, reminds you that your brain matters. Involve the family, share what you've learned with your spouse, your kids, even your grandkids. You'd be surprised how many younger people benefit from these same shifts, and how it can turn into a beautiful tradition of health. Most importantly, speak kindly to yourself. These changes are a gift, not a punishment. You're not giving up anything, you're choosing something better. Let me tell you about one of my patients. His name is Raymond. 78 years old, former schoolteacher, proud grandfather of 5. When I first met Raymond, he was struggling with fatigue, memory slips, and aching joints. He had recently fallen while getting out of bed and was feeling scared, a bit defeated. We reviewed his diet, and sure enough, he was starting every day with grapefruit juice, snacking on dried banana chips, and eating watermelon almost daily during the summer. We made a few changes. Nothing extreme, grapefruit. Swapped for orange slices eaten in moderation, away from medications, dried bananas. Replaced with fresh blueberries and a handful of walnuts, watermelon. Cut back to once a week. Paired with cottage cheese for balance, we added a half avocado every other day, and 5 prunes mid-afternoon. Within a few weeks, Raymond's energy improved. His joint pain lessened. He said, I feel like I'm thinking clearer. I don't lose my words as often. And most importantly, he told me, I'm not afraid to get out of bed anymore. That's the power of fruit. Not the sugar-filled snacks we mistake for health, but the intentional, healing plants that truly serve us. And Raymond didn't change everything. He just made better decisions, more often than not. So can you. Aging isn't a punishment, it's a progression. And your body, while different than it was at 40 or 50, is still worthy of the same care. Attention and nourishment. You have the power to protect your mind, your balance, your digestion, every single day, by choosing fruits that love you back. let's say goodbye to the ones that block your medications, spike your sugar, or stick to your teeth like silent saboteurs, and let's welcome the ones that lift your mood, soothe your joints, and sharpen your mind. You don't need expensive supplements. You don't need a special diet. You just need the wisdom to choose wisely, and the support to stick with it. If this video spoke to you today, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready to start making these swaps. Or a 0 if you're still not sure, because either way, I want to meet you where you are. No shame. No pressure, just real, healing guidance, so you can live longer, stronger, and better. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and subscribe. We release calm, natural health videos every week, designed for real people, just like you, who want to age well. Without losing yourself in pills and fear, remember, every fruit has a message. Some whisper healing. Others quietly steal your strength. You have the power to listen. To choose. To change. Your body is still listening. It still responds. And it's never too late to give it what it truly needs. Take care of it, one bite at a time. I'm Dr. Kevin Peterson, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, stay sharp, and above all, stay empowered.